Hi, we're Thomas College, and this is how we are going to save the Jacksonville Jaguars. My name is Abby Violet.
I'm Gwyneth Perlmutter.
I'm George Dakin, and unfortunately, Addison Landon couldn't be here with us today. She just went to the emergency room, so she would have been here with us.
All right, to start off are the main challenges that were presented in the Jackson Jaguar case study. And one of the very first issues that we came across were low fan attendance and engagement at the games. And this was explained that not as many fans are going to the games into the stadium anymore as previous years in the past, and participation is down as well. So not as many fans are going to the merchandise or just engaging with everything that's going on with the games and stadium. Another issue that came across were competition, and this competition is between other sports leagues and majors and just local events happening in the area, because fans have the options of going to a different competitor or a different sport in general, or events happening in the area. So that's the competition there. Another challenge that was faced was COVID, and COVID did hit everybody, but especially with the Jaguars, it reduced income coming into the stadium and for the Jaguars. And with the safety guidelines that COVID put in place, made it difficult for fans to come into the stadium and brought the challenge of whether or not to go because comfort or just personal beliefs. And then a final challenge that was presented in the case is change in fan consumptions, because nowadays fans are watching the games through screens such as TV or different streaming services instead of going to the live stadium and dealing with everything that happens there.
During this project, a SWOT analysis was created. Different strengths such as community, where Northern Florida, Jacksonville lies, has a loyal fan base around them and continues to support them. Different sponsorships and partnerships such as Bud Light and Papa John's that continue to bring revenue to the stadium to pay for players' salaries and executive salaries as well. Contracts and merchandise, with new players being added, new merchandise is being produced and added into the revenue systems for Jacksonville. Different weaknesses such as location. They are located in Northern Florida, like I said. There are different, it's a low dense populated area compared to other cities like Orlando or Miami. Even though the community is supporting them fully, they're starting to become restless with the subpar season after season, with continued downfalls for Jacksonville. Continuing on, different opportunities such as new partnerships with new technological companies and software companies. Globalization, the Wembley Stadium in Britain, where the first National Football League game was played. Jacksonville was a part of that and could continue to see football grow around the world. Lastly, threats such as competition. There are 8 different National League sports teams in Florida in the surrounding cities. The overall performance of Jacksonville has been declining in recent years. And of course, COVID is affecting everyone with lower income and lower fan attendance in the stadium.
All right, so next we have the evaluation that happened. And one of the things that want to happen is to expand the Jaguars segmentation, because at the moment with their segmentation, they are targeting athletic and sport lifestyles in people of that general. And what they would like to expand to are younger age ranks. So around older teens and to young adults would be a nice open range to look to. And women and members of the LGBTQ plus community would also help with segmentation to a multi-segmented group. And how will the Jaguars do that? Well, some of the ways are explanation of the games, because for new people, football can be a little intimidating because there's a lot of ins and out of the games, and not understanding and being confident with what's going on can make people confused. So explanations will help reach new segments and feel more comfortable. More inclusive merchandise that the Jaguars can produce instead of just normal jerseys, just more inclusive merchandise that includes everyone. And utilizing the Jaguars owner, Shad Khan, because he has a lot of publicity in the area and a lot of power. And if he can also help just bring inclusivity with everything, that will help target new segments as well.
So the recommendation is going to be the Jaguar experience. These are some advertisements / social media posts that could be used to preview this experience. It's not just football, it's an experience. So what is the Jaguar experience? Well, it is an immersive VR viewing of live games, which is going to cater to the changes in fan consumption, COVID, low attendance, low engagement. But this is not just VR. It's going to allow fans to have access to options that will further immerse them into the game.
And what are the immersive capabilities? Well, there are a few. So one of them is the option to have mini video games played during the halftime. And there will be two options with this. The first option is fans can decide to not use the video game because they want to watch the field as if they were in the live stadium, which some fans prefer, and the Jaguars can give that options. And then the other option is to have mini video games that people can play during the half just to keep engaged and up to date with everything that's going on. And another capability is explained before briefly, were games explained. And by this, the Jaguars are going to use influencers. This will help track new segments, as said before, but also help understand what is going on with the game. For example, it could explain what is a holding penalty or possibly the position of the quarterback in case people were unsure of what that is. Another capability that will be provided is the link to an online merchandise store. And with the Jaguar experience, the tickets will act as a free shipping, because if the fans were in the stadium themselves, they wouldn't have to pay for shipping. They'd just be able to buy the merchandise and bring it home with them. So the Jaguars want to have that experience be the same. And then finally, behind the scenes exclusive with interviews with the players, just so this can help make the bond of the team, the Jaguars, with the fans and bring that connection closer, so they're more wanting to go to the Jaguars instead of other competitors.
So how to participate? Fans, they will have the option between two choices. $85 package comes with ads to help support the process we are trying to complete with this new technology. And the other is a $95 package that has no ads. Buyers will also have the different choice of where the camera placement throughout the stadium is for them to view. This next slide shows where each camera will be implemented within the stadium. If a fan wants to be at the 50-yard line, they can be, or at the field goal posts, or wherever on the field they desire.
So how is the Jaguar experience going to be implemented? Well, through utilizing a new partnership and an existing sponsorship. So the new partnership is going to be conducted with Oculus for their VR capabilities, while utilizing their existing sponsor of Microsoft. A partnership could be formed to create the immersive options. Also, influencers are going to be contracted and sponsored for Games Explained.
All right, so why Oculus? Currently at the moment, Oculus is a VR company that is partnering with different sports to provide the live games. An example is the NBA. And Oculus is an innovative company, and it's widely known among everyone for VR. And that's why the Jaguars would be able to team up and partner with them. And then we can hit next. And the next sponsorship that the Jaguars will connect with is Microsoft. And Microsoft is already a pre-existing sponsorship with the NFL, with all the Microsoft Pro tablets on the sidelines. And this can just help bring the Jaguar experience to life and make everything happen.
In terms of partnerships, contracts will be in lengths of 5 years, and terms can be negotiated after the 5 years have ended. Annual fees will be paid to each contractor throughout the process of our goals. And then for the Microsoft and Oculus, it would be 5% of ticket sales go straight to the contractor to influence their decision process to help us reach our goals.
All right. And in terms of influencer sponsorships, so each season, the Jaguars would like to select a new influencer just to keep fans engaged and up to date about who's going to be next. And what the Jaguars will pay is $15,000 a video and $1,000 per social media post to encourage influencers to make more. And they will also have travel expenses included for the influencers, so the influencers can go to the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium themselves and not worry about the cost of doing that.
So why the Jaguar experience? Well, this immersive experience is going to reach a broader multi-segmented market, which in the case the Jaguars are seeking. This experience will also increase revenues and has opportunities for unlimited sales, which is going to be great for any games that happen to be sold out in person. The experience is also going to solve the issue of low attendance, COVID, shifts in fan consumption, and targeting new markets, which was expressed earlier. Overall, this idea is innovative, engaging, and is going to draw viewers and introduce these new markets to the world of football.
And these are our references and any questions.